I turned on the pump today to find this broken hose. I guess after a couple of years these hoses eventually go bad. You can see here how they become very brittle and cracks easily. So I'm going to show you how to replace them, and then I'm going to show you how to hard plumb it. Well, most of it. And before we get to the installation, I do have a question. What did the tree wear to the pool party? Swimming trunks. So this is the opening of the third season. I've had this is a third year, and I'm surprised it actually lasted this long. But this hose, they did break right here, and I used some electrical tape to kind of just slow down the leak. It's not stopping it, but you can see here it's leaking, so I have to replace it. I'm gonna do the hard plumb like some of you guys are doing out there, except I'm not gonna hard plumb it to where it's gonna be an issue when you have people in here, especially kids jumping around, and this pool moves a lot, so it needs to be able to have some give. So my design is I'm gonna have the adapters coming out of here. I'm gonna have a flexible hose into a hard pipe to a T, and this is gonna hard line all the way back to here. Then it's gonna also have a flexible hose to go into my filter, and eventually I'm gonna have my filter placed underneath this table, so that way it's out of the elements and inside underneath the table protected, so that hopefully will last even longer. I'm actually gonna upgrade this unit this season to something bigger because I have a lot of things running to it, and I've built a couple of the solar power that's running off of the return. It's just using the return, it's not on a separate pump, so it's using the return to power this. And I've built another one over there. If you guys check out my other video, I'll put a link on the description right there. You guys can go ahead and check that out. That works great. First thing you want to do is use these plugs to plug up the hoses right there and right there. So when you work on it, when you take these out, it's not going to leak. I've laid out all the parts so you can see how everything comes together. I bought a set of these plunger valves, B hose adapter and hose holder. These are very nice because you have the shut off control. I also bought 2 of these flexible Intex hoses. In my opinion, it's very important because this gives the setup the flexibility so they don't crack under movement. I'll put a link in the description if you guys want to check it out. This is the 2-inch threaded to 1.5-inch PVC coupling. Some 1.5-inch PVC pipes, the length will depend on your setup, and a 1.5-inch PVC T. I'm measuring the distance I need for my PVC since I'm mounting it onto the U-support frame of the pool, making sure to leave enough room for the 90-degree bend on the flexible Intex hose. By mounting it directly to the frame, I don't have to build another support for this setup. Here, I've already got one side done. The plastic hose clamps didn't really hold, so I did have to change them out for the stainless steel hose clamps. I'm very satisfied of how it turned out. I'm going to show you guys how I install the other side, step by step, because there's absolutely one important step that we need to do in order to get this right. Remove the current hose off and give it a good cleaning. First, install the hose holder. Tighten the hose clamp to the inlet. Install the hose adapter B Again, tighten the hose clamps. Install the plunger valve. Install the Intex hose to the plunger valve. This was a tight fit, so make sure you take your time and go slow, and make sure that the hose is pushed as far as it can go, and then tighten the threaded collar. Finally, the most important step. Because the 2-inch threaded collar would not fit directly onto the 2-inch threaded PVC coupling, this thick gasket is needed. I'm not sure, but I think it's because the PVC coupling is made in standard thread and the Intex hose is made in metric, and that's why they don't fit together. I don't know why Intex doesn't sell a standard thread hose. You guys can tell me in a comment below if that's the case. There are many videos online showing how to make this connection, and most of them involve cutting either of the PVC or cutting out an uneven gasket. But I was able to find this gasket that was perfect size and thickness for this connection to work without any modification. I'm just doing a quick shake test here to make sure everything stays in place. And then I'm removing the rest of the old hose to prepare for the new PVC pipe that's running to the pump. Measure the PVC and cut it to the length you need for your setup, and install a 90-degree elbow and then glue it to the 1.5-inch PVC pipe. I also install a 90-degree elbow, and then at the end of the pipe, a coupling so I can connect another flexible Intex hose. This is very important to remember that this also needs another one of these gaskets. I ran a longer hose here because I need to be able to move the pump from time to time if I were to rearrange my setup, or if I need to move it for a cleaning, or if I need to store it away in the winter. The reason why the hose is so long is because I'm replacing the filter, the whole unit, and everything will be placed underneath this table. And here is the clean, completed look. 2 flexible hoses from the inlet to the hard PVC pipe to another flexible hose. This setup will allow the pool to move without damaging the piping, and the flexible hose at the end that connects to the pump allows me to move my pump for whatever reason. I'm glad I did this replacement. It seems that the bigger hose gives it a better water flow. I like the convenience now having the on and off button switch on the plunger valve, and that the control is on the outside, so I don't have to insert the flow stopper from the inside of the pool anymore. Thanks for watching. If this video was helpful, hit the like button, and I'll see you guys in the next video.